Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it has been forever since I have been on here and spent any time with you guys. So first of all, let me just say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for just like sticking around, because I know that I have not been around uploading any videos, doing any readings for like at least a month, maybe even longer. So first of all, thank you. This is just a quick update video basically on kind of what's been going on with me and what's been happening since I have been gone for so long. If you're not really interested in hearing what the updates really are or what they're all about, there is a timestamp down below in this video, and you can just fast track yourself straight into today's reading, because I do have a reading after this update for you guys. It's not a pick a card, it's a just general reading for whoever's drawn to it, for whoever comes into it. It is love related. That's definitely the idea behind it, is a little love check-in basically for you guys, since I know you guys love the love pretty much. So yeah, if you are interested in that reading and you're like, I don't care where you've been, I don't care about what's going on with you, like I don't care about your update, I just want the reading, then go to that timestamp and you can go straight there. But otherwise, if you're actually interested to kind of know what's been going on, I'm going to dive into that right now and tell you guys where I've been and what I've been doing. So, first of all, like I said, I want to thank you guys. If you've been around with me since like the beginning, if you've been around with me for a really long time now, I've been uploading on YouTube for about a year at this point, because we're heading into July now, and July of 2020 was when I started posting readings up here on YouTube. So if you've been around, for like the past year or whatever, I want to just thank you for hanging in there and being supportive and encouraging and patient and all that kind of stuff. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome, number one. So welcome, and know that I do upload more regularly than what I have been lately, but there's just been a lot of crazy life changes going on, which is why that hasn't happened. So welcome to the new people, and thank you to the old people, and thank you to really all of you is what it comes down to. I really appreciate that. So for those of you who may not know, for those of you who do know, basically I moved clear across country. So May 26th of this year, I left LA, I left Los Angeles, and I drove across country back to my hometown of Chicago and moved here. So I was living in LA for 15 years, a really long time, and there were just a lot of changes and a lot of things going on with the pandemic and stuff, and it kind of just brought me back home is what it came down to. So not like home, like living with my mom or anything, like I have my own place obviously, but it was just time to come home is what it comes down to, for multiple reasons. So here I am, and I'm not like in Chicago proper, I'm not like in the city, I'm in the suburbs, so but here I am. So I moved May 26th, and my stuff didn't get to this area in the Chicago area until June 9th, so I was kind of just like staying at my mom's for that couple of weeks, and then after June 9th, I was basically taking all of this time to just unpack and get settled and kind of nest and decorate and get things to be like where I wanted it and how I wanted it. I also had like a lot of things I had to order online. I had to order a lot of stuff off of like Wayfair and Amazon and Bed Bath & Beyond and all that kind of stuff, because where I used to live in LA, I had a lot more like built-in shelving and counters and that kind of stuff to put things, and I didn't really have that here, yet in a bigger apartment with an extra room, pretty much, extra couple rooms really. I didn't have that here. So I had to like order that stuff and get that stuff so I could not only unpack but organize and figure out exactly what was going to go where, because I really didn't know. I just didn't know. So I had to like really organize and figure that stuff out, and that took some time too. But thankfully, that's all done. Got those things figured out. If I hadn't, then all my belongings would be just like laying on the floor sporadically, and we don't need that. We don't need anything randomly just like laying down on the floor. So it was a lot of organizing, a lot of nesting, a lot of decorating, a lot of unpacking, a lot of all that stuff. And the thing is, like, it's really hard for me to be at my best and like focus and tune in and all that other kind of stuff and be able to provide readings for you guys when my home is in disarray. When my own home, when my own space is in total clutter and chaos, it's like I can't concentrate, I can't think, I can't do anything, which was why I just wasn't around, which was why it wasn't happening, because I know that I wouldn't be able to provide the best of what I can provide for you guys under those kind of conditions. So I just kind of continue to plow through it. I just continue to push on, press through. And I was like, just keep unpacking, keep unloading, keep putting things where you need to put them. Because the sooner you do that, the sooner you get back on YouTube, the sooner you get back on Instagram, the sooner you get back on TikTok, the sooner you get back to doing readings and all that other kind of stuff. So that's basically what I have been doing. So anyways, I actually have like a little checklist here that I'm just going to check, because I wrote down a lot of things that I wanted to cover in this update video. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything, so I'm just going to check that really quick. Anyways, so another thing that I've done is I've recently updated my website, shadowandshine.com. If you guys are not familiar with that, it is shadow, the letter N, shine.com. And basically, I started Shadow and Shine originally as a blog before I got into doing readings. It was originally a lifestyle blog, but now it's kind of like my home base and my one-stop shop for everything. It is, pretty much my home where you can find me for social media and doing readings and all that kind of stuff. It's the best way to find me and to connect with me and to basically see everywhere that I am at. So you can find all my social sites, so you can find out about my services that I provide and all that kind of stuff. So, and it's funny because I was gonna do a big like overhaul on it. I bought like a brand new theme and everything to put on it because it's a WordPress site, and I wasn't digging the theme. It wasn't going very well, so I kind of wasted money on it for nothing. But I still wound up updating it just kind of within the theme I already had, basically. And yeah, so it's all updated and ready to go. So that's basically that. And if you guys are curious as to where I came up with Shadow and Shine, especially for those of you who are new, basically it's like a double meaning. On the surface level, Shadow is my dog, who is laying down in his bed right now. He's ignoring me. I'm not going to bother him. But Shadow is my dog. He's a black Chihuahua. And Shine is because I kind of like things that are like, pink and sparkly and that kind of thing, like back there. So I like, glittery things. The shiny things get my attention. So that's kind of what it means on the surface level. But if you dig in to the deeper meaning of what Shadow and Shine really means, we all go through dark, shadowy, really hard, discouraging moments in our life. We all have our shadow work to do, basically. So, we all have shadowy stuff that we need to work through. But when we go through those hard times, when we experience that hardship and everything, the thing is, we learn how to shine through that. We sparkle through that. We radiate through that. We show our strength and who we truly are. And, the best way I can describe it is think of yourself as like a dispenser, like a soap dispenser. When someone presses on you, when you get pressure put upon you, what comes out of it? Is it oil? Is it nasty? Is it greasy? Is it dirty? Or is it smooth and clean and soap and lotion and soft and smells good? You know, that's what happens in life. It's like pressure gets put on you, but it's what gets expressed out of you through that pressure, you know? You shine, you sparkle through it. You're able to encourage and uplift and inspire others because of the things that you've been through. That's what the purpose of Shadow and Shine is. That's kind of the meaning behind it. And that was my original intent with the blog being a lifestyle blog. But it works in readings too, because a lot of the times people go through that same kind of stuff that they're experiencing that, you know, comes flying out in the cards and stuff. So I figure it makes sense for that as well. You know, once again, we're all doing our shadow work. We're all, you know, diving into our aches and our pains and our stuff that hurts us and things that we need to heal and things that we need to deal with in order to grow and become stronger and better and, you know, ultimately not only help ourselves, but to help others. So yeah, that's kind of what the meaning behind Shadow and Shine is, and it's something I definitely carry out through not only my blog, not only my website, and everything I do there, but into my readings. So basically, when I tell you guys, you know, I'm very grateful for you and welcome to the Shadow and Shine family, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, it's a brand, I guess you could say, yeah, but it truly is a lifestyle in itself. So, yeah, so once again, if you guys are new, welcome to the Shadow and Shine family. And if you guys have been around for a while, I'm just glad you're still part of it. So that's kind of the whole thing. So check out shadowandshine.com. A lot of the blog posts that are up there right now are very old. I have not done anything new on there in like a long time with the blog posts specifically. The tarot services and that kind of stuff, those things are up to date. But the blog posts are really old. So new content, new blog posts will be coming. But yeah, I think the most recent one is like Thanksgiving of 2020 or something like that. So it's old. I need to update the blog post. But everything else, like I said, is good, is fine. Services are there and everything. So yeah, I'm just getting back to doing things here, primarily on YouTube, right here, on Instagram, and on TikTok. Those are the 3 top places that you can find me where I'm doing general collective readings, whether it's pick a cards or whatever. So general collective readings, you can usually find me on there. So if what I do here resonates with you, go find me on Instagram, go find me on TikTok. I'll be doing stuff there too. So I have things going on as well. Links to all of that stuff, all my socials, all those things, all down in the description. All down in the description down below. So I'm going to be getting back to doing those things on the regular this week as well, because this is my first video back right here, right now. This is my first video back to YouTube, which is so much fun. And it's so funny because I have a apartment tour video that I recorded earlier today. I recorded one for here on YouTube, and I recorded one for Instagram. And the reason why I recorded 2 is, you know, here it's like horizontal and Instagram it's like vertical. So I've been trying to post the Instagram one on IGTV, but I've been having all kinds of crazy problems with IGTV today. I don't know what the issue is. It's been like, because I'm recording right now on my iPod, but on my iPhone, my phone has been getting like crazy overheated and crazy hot whenever I load IGTV, and it won't upload. So I was like, okay, maybe my phone is having a problem. So then I downloaded IGTV here on my iPod and had to like redo the whole video again and wanted to upload it here. But now Instagram won't let me log in to IGTV from my iPod. So I'm having all kinds of problems. If nothing else, the apartment tour will definitely be here because I do have a version of the apartment tour which is coming on this channel. So the next video, after this update video, I will be uploading my apartment tour video. Now, it's still going to include a reading on that apartment tour video as well, just like this one. This one is updates followed by, general love reading for whoever's interested in it. The next one with the apartment tour is going to be the apartment tour with a general reading as well. But I believe the message is going to be like, what's the next big change coming into your life? Because obviously moving across country was a big change for me. So this is basically like what big change is happening for you. It kind of goes along the same kind of theme, the same kind of line. What big change is happening for you? It could be moving, it could be a job thing, it could be a relationship thing, it could be anything. So we're going to find out. But that's going to be with the apartment video. This one, the apartment tour video, this one is just going to be like a regular general love reading. Since, like I said, I know a lot of you guys come here for that. So yes, an apartment tour video is coming on its way. And I know I didn't have to do like an apartment tour video, but I really wanted to because I know I've been gone for so long, and I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to see exactly where my time has been taken up, where my energy has been poured into lately. Just so you guys see and so you guys know, and it kind of gives you guys maybe a little bit more insight on me as well. So there we go. But anyway, yeah, so that is that with the apartment tour thing. But otherwise, I also wanted to ask you guys here during this update video, since I am officially back now and I am going to be, uploading here regularly and also on TikTok and Instagram. So the question I had for you guys, and please drop a comment on this down below because I really want to know, what are you guys interested in that you would like to see from me reading wise? Do you want to see pick-a-cards? Do you want to see just like general readings? What is it that you're interested in? And whether it's just like a general reading or a pick-a-card, what topics do you want me to cover? Would you like more love readings? I know love is like the big thing. Love is very popular, and that's fine. I have no issue going into love. But, I just want to know, what are you guys interested in? I know a lot of you guys are in like twin flame situations, twin flame dynamics, and that kind of thing. So are you guys interested in like those types of readings too, in conjunction to love, like twin flames, soulmates, what is he thinking, feeling, or like, how do I move on from him? Or maybe I'm looking for new love, or whatever it is. Just let me know. Drop it in the comment down below. I would love to know what you guys are looking for in terms of subjects. And it doesn't even have to be love. It could be life purpose stuff. It could be career stuff. It could be money stuff. It could be maybe you're thinking of moving or something like that. It could be big life changes stuff. Things with friendships or family members or whatever it is. Just your own spiritual walk or whatever. There's so many different topics. So just, drop me down below what kind of topics you're interested in, what kind of readings you're interested in. Do you prefer pick-a-cards? Do you prefer general readings? I would just like to know, because I'm here ultimately to serve you guys. And I want to make sure that I am providing whatever readings and whatever content is going to be the most helpful to you. So that's where your feedback comes in, and it's very important and it's very necessary, because this is not just a one-way street here. This is like a two-way conversation, you guys. It's a two-way thing. So I really need to know, what is it that you want to see? I'm totally down for that. Anyways, I'm going to be wrapping up this update video here soon and launching into the reading portion of this video, which is so much fun. I'm actually sitting here right now at my desk ready to pull out some cards and stuff, which you'll see more of that in the apartment tour if you're interested in that later on. But anyway, I do want to officially announce, aside from the fact that I am back, aside from that, I also want to announce that private readings are officially open again. Yes, private readings are officially open again, you guys. I'm so excited. It's been so long. So yeah, they are officially open as of right now, as of today, as of like yesterday, basically. They are open. So if you are interested in getting a private reading, please hit up my email. It is shadowandShineblog@gmail.com, and we can get into this. I accept payments for my readings through PayPal and Venmo. The PayPal, Venmo information, once again, all available down below. Also, the different services that I offer in terms of readings, all that information is down below too. Because I have several different options. It's like, one question for like 10 minutes would be like $11.11. But you can go all the way up to like an hour long, which is like $70 or something like that. So I forget all the prices off the top of my head. I have like a whole list of them, obviously, but I don't need to list them all off. All that information is down below. So if you're interested in getting a private reading, whatever amount of questions you're looking for and that kind of stuff, all of that is available down below. And I would just simply send you a unlisted YouTube link when it is ready for you, and it is first come, first serve basis. I spit them out usually within 72 hours. I will of course let you know if any of that changes, whether it's a little bit longer or anything like that. But yeah, private readings are officially open, so I'm ready. You guys, bring it. If you got questions, bring them my way, and we'll do this thing. And in conjunction to private readings, I'm also excited to announce that live readings are coming back to you guys. I'm so excited for that as well. Like, it's been so long since I've sat here and I've done a good live with you guys. I mean, it was probably like the beginning of May, I feel like almost 2 months ago was the last time I went live. Because things just went crazy after that in terms of relocating pretty much. But yeah, lives are officially coming back. So my first live for live readings here on YouTube, I will be doing this Friday, July 2nd at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And since I do not have super chats set up here just yet, since I don't have super chats set up, since I don't have 1,000 subscribers in order to be monetized yet. You have to have 1,000 subscribers, and I'm not there yet. When I get to that 1,000 subscribers, we can revisit that super chat subject. But since I don't have those available on my account, you guys can just PayPal me or Venmo me. Once again, how I do lives is all in the description down below as well. So basically, I kind of consider it like going to Starbucks. Everything is $10 or under in terms of what you can order. You can order a tall, which would be Oracle cards only, and those would be $3. You can order a Grande, which would be tarot cards only, which would be $7. Oh, sorry, I just got distracted. I'm like, what is that? I saw like some blue thing moving outside. There's like a kid or someone playing outside. Anyway, let me recap. Yeah, Oracle cards only, $3, and that would be the tall. Grande, tarot cards only, and that is $7. And then the Venti is a combination of both Oracle and tarot cards, and that one is $10. So that's basically how I do the lives. You just send whatever that is, the 3, 7, or 10 to my PayPal or Venmo. I'll have my phone nearby as I'm doing the live and everything, so I can see who's sending in, the money, so I can match it up so everyone gets their question in. You get in on the list, and I answer your questions on the live. And that's basically that. So that's a great way to get a kind of like a private reading done. I mean, it's not totally private because obviously it's on a public platform here, and other people will be hearing your reading as well. And it's only one question as opposed to like, oh, I've decided to buy like 5 questions or something. I mean, you could buy 5 questions in one live if you really wanted to, but anyways, that's a whole other thing. But yeah, so live readings are back. Like I said, July 2nd, this Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be back doing lives. And I do think I'm going to wind up going live every Monday and Friday again, just like how I used to do it. I don't think it's going to be the Monday right after the 4th of July, though, because the 4th of July is on a Sunday. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing stuff dealing with my mom over that time. So I don't think Monday the 5th. So it'll probably be July 2nd, that Friday, and then the next Friday after that. And then probably that third week will incorporate Mondays. So anyways, I'll keep you guys posted. I'll keep you guys updated, obviously. The best place to hear all updates, like kind of just like on a regular basis, is probably Instagram. So if you guys really want to know kind of what's going on the regular, I would definitely stay tuned on Instagram and follow me over there. But yeah, so I'm going to be live this Friday, and lives are back, private readings are back, general readings are back, so I'm basically back. So it's an exciting time, and it's an exciting time to be live. And now I've just taken a little peek here over at my little list of things I wanted to make sure I covered, and I think I covered everything. And I feel like I've talked long enough as it is, because I feel like I've been talking like almost a half an hour here, and that's a lot for updates. So I'm officially going to wrap this up now and launch into the reading portion of this video. But once again, you guys, I just want to thank you so much. I did notice that during the time I've been gone, the Spirit Baby video kind of just like blew up out of nowhere. I don't know how or where that came to happen, but I noticed that it kind of just like blew up out of nowhere. Went a little viral in a sense. I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like almost 6K views. Like, when did that happen? Wow. So I'm really thankful for that. Obviously, the Spirit Baby thing must have hit a chord and resonated with people, and I appreciate that. So, you know, if you want to know more about Spirit Babies, hey, you can put that down in the comments too. You know, I can do more of those. I can do more Spirit Baby videos if you guys want to know more about that as well. But anyway, yeah, so I know probably a lot of you guys are new subs probably coming out of that video, so I really want to say thank you for that, and I appreciate that, and I'm here for you, and we're going to do a lot more. So I feel like I'm starting to get into a rambly place, so I need to cut myself off. Otherwise, I could just sit here and go blah, 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 forever and a day. That's just me. Anyways, like I said, you guys, thank you so much for your patience and your time. I appreciate you so much. I really do. I appreciate you guys to the ends of the earth. So I'm so thankful for your love and your support and your kindness, and just like hanging out and, you know, being subbed, and, you know, giving my videos likes and comments and all that fun stuff. It's amazing. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this up and get into the reading portion of this video. But yeah, that's pretty much the update. That's what's been going on. And let's get into the reading now, shall we? Yay! Okay, here we are, and we are ready to get into today's little general reading. It's a general love reading here for you guys. And first of all, for those of you who watched the update portion of this video, thank you so much. I'm glad that you kind of hung in there and, you know, just kind of stayed up to date with me on what's going on. But now we're going to jump into this spread here. And basically, when I was shuffling the cards and I laid them all out, I was pretty much thinking in terms of the question, it's just a general energy check. So whatever it is that you need to know going on between you and your person, whatever it is that's happening, it's just a general energy check to kind of see what's happening between you and your person. This deck is actually new to me. It was gifted to me by my friend Anais and back in LA, and she's super awesome. This is the Tarot de la Nuit deck, and it's absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. It's not like by her, like she didn't make this deck. She does make decks though. I should really see about getting a link to her decks so you guys can check out her decks. This is not one of them, but I should definitely do that so you guys can check that out. I'll probably be using her deck soon in like upcoming readings anyway, getting back into the swing of things here, but let's jump into this. So as I was shuffling, I didn't necessarily have a specific intention like how to bring them out, but the way it kind of just fell, it kind of fell into like this row up here being like where the masculine is at, this row being where the feminine is at. And this is kind of just like overall influencing energies, what could be happening, you know, in the near future with this situation. So let's start over here with the masculine because this was what came out first. The very first card that popped out was the Ace of Cups. So I feel like your person does want a new beginning in love with you. You know, the Ace of Cups is all about all of that love just overflowing. You know, the cup overfloweth, basically. So I feel like your person does want to have a brand new beginning in love with you. The sensing I got from the rest of the cards is that things have not been easy, but I feel like they do want a new beginning in love with you. And we also have the Eight of Wands, which is action. That's like forward action. It's movement. It's taking action towards that love. And we also have, if I can pick the card up, we also have the Sun. And the Sun usually does represent masculine energy. Usually it's the Moon that represents the feminine energy. But yeah, the Sun represents masculine energy, and the Sun can also signify illumination. It can signify, you know, like almost in a sense, like I'm literally thinking like daybreak, like somebody stepping out of their darkness, like somebody stepping out of either their dark night of the soul or becoming awakened or something like that. Like somebody's just like waking up and it's like, oh, boom, there's the sunlight. I see the light. I see the truth. So it's, you know, an opportunity to see beyond illusions, to see beyond lies, to see what is really true and what is really real. And I feel like your person is definitely waking up to some truths about you and their feelings about you and the connection between you guys. So we have that. They want to take forward movement and action towards you with it. But we do have the Four of Cups here, and the Four of Cups can definitely be kind of like this stubborn energy that's a little resistant. So, I mean, overall, these three cards together are actually very, very positive. I feel like the only thing that's kind of really tripping them up right now is they're a little stubborn. They may be seeing the light, they may be seeing the truth, they may be understanding things that they didn't necessarily understand before, but they're not taking the opportunities to seize the moment. And there may even be those opportunities lately. There may be opportunities where they can seize that, you know. Like maybe they saw you at the grocery store or something and they could have said something to you, but they just walked the opposite direction and you didn't even know that they were there or something like that. There could be all kinds of different opportunities, you know. Maybe you guys were like blocked or something like that to each other on social media and now you're not, and now there's this window of opportunity where they could reach out to you and like email you or something like that, but they're not taking that. So I feel like opportunities are arising for this person to do that Eight of Wands business and step forward, but they're a little hesitant, they're a little stubborn about it. I think it's mainly fear-based. I don't feel like there's any other reason outside of that, but there is a little bit of that stubborn energy inside of them, which is what stops them from seizing those moments. In the future, though, maybe they'll actually get the courage and the strength to be like, okay, I can do this. I can step forward. They may just need a little bit of time. Then we have the feminine down here, which is a totally different energy than the masculine up here. So the feminine number one, she is in her Queen of Pentacles energy. So I feel like this is probably you, the viewer, the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is actually the most positive energy here that I have out of the feminine part of it. But the Queen of Pentacles, she basically has her life together. She's the mother, she's the lover, she is a nurturer, she is supportive, she's an entrepreneur. She does it all. She can take care of the family and the home and everything. She is great at balancing it all, is what it comes down to. But the point is, she has her life together. She pays her bills, she pays them on time. She's an amazing friend. She's a wonderful wife. She's a very passionate lover. She does it all, basically. Like, you can't get any better than her. So I feel like this is you, and you are ready to basically provide the life of your dreams, whether you have a partner by your side or not. You are your own breadwinner. Your awesome sauce, and that's just that. So I feel like this is you. You're definitely in your power. However, I do feel like there's a little darkness looming behind that power with the rest of the cards. So we also have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is obviously about heartbreak. I mean, you can see it on this card. This girl has like a big bloody gash there, basically right in her chest. So it is definitely an indication of heartbreak. Now, I feel like in conjunction to this energy check here right now, I don't feel like this is future heartbreak. I feel like this is heartbreak that's already happened. I feel like you've been through a lot of heartbreak, a lot of heartache, a lot of turmoil, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety when it comes to this person. I do feel like in the past they probably already have broken your heart. However it is that looks, whether you guys were together and then they actually broke up with you, or maybe you were talking and then they just kind of disappeared out of nowhere and ghosted, or maybe they cheated, or whatever it was that happened, whatever the fallout was. There was definitely a fallout, and it definitely hurt you bad. It burned you pretty much. And I feel like you're still carrying the weight of this pain, because, I mean, if you weren't, it wouldn't be there. It's almost like you are becoming the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you got your shit together, you got your life together, but it's almost like coming from a place of, I'm going to prove to you that I can do this. I can do it all by myself. I can balance it all. I'm amazing. I'm going to prove to you that I can run the world. And there's nothing wrong with being in your power and stepping into that power, but it becomes a problem if it's coming from a place of, I have to prove it to so-and-so because they hurt me. The only reason you should be doing that is for yourself, not so you can prove it to somebody else. We also have the Six of Swords and the Four of Pentacles here. Now, the Four of Pentacles, let's talk about her first of all. The Four of Pentacles is usually someone who is greedy and guarded. So I feel like whatever like maybe, money and success and that kind of stuff that you are bringing in as the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you're holding that dear and you're holding that tight to you. I don't know. Maybe money was a part of the issue between the two of you. Maybe they let you kind of pay for everything. Maybe they stole money from you. It could be a whole bunch of different things. But I feel like, whatever success and whatever abundance that you are pulling in right now, I feel like you're protecting that and you're guarding that very close to you. And I also feel like, if this person were to, get into that Eight of Wands mode and actually come towards you, even if it was with a fresh new cup of love, I feel like you might push it away and reject it. Even if they're coming from a genuine, pure, and sincere place, I feel like you would probably reject it because you're feeling protective based out of what happened here with the Three of Swords. You got your guard up. You're like, I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if you're being genuine and real this time. How do I know you're not going to do whatever it was you did last time? And even if you look at the card here, you know, like this girl's kind of like leaning back towards the corner, kind of in like the darkness and the shadows. Like she is not putting herself out there. So I feel like based out of this heartache here from the Three of Swords, you guys are probably in a place where you're like, nope, I'm not putting myself out there. I'm not letting you come in. I'm not, nothing. You know, I got the guard dogs protecting the door, and it's not happening. So, yeah. And with the Six of Swords is kind of about like, especially in this deck, it's kind of about like moving on. It's like turning the other cheek and moving on and moving into a new direction, moving on to a new journey. So I feel like a lot of you, oh, was that you, Shadow? I heard like a weird noise. I don't know. Um, anyways, but yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are basically trying to get off the journey. You know, if you resonate with, you know, twin flames and that kind of thing, I feel like if you're watching this, you're probably someone who is probably trying to move on from the journey, walk away from it, and get away from it because of this heartache, and you're protecting yourself, and you're just gonna, you know, be the queen of your own castle, basically. So I feel like a lot of you are trying to move on and walk away and have a new journey, like start a new journey elsewhere, and that kind of thing, despite of however this masculine may be acting, may be getting ready to come forward. You're like, I think I'm gonna move on. And I have noticed that lately a lot in the collective is a lot of people do kind of seem to be in that energy and seem to be in that place. So I don't know what's going on there, but yeah. So that's what's kind of happening here with the masculine and the feminine. And then over here in the influencing energies, we have a lot of stuff going on here. So we have the King of Swords. So I feel like this has probably been your person in the past. I feel like this King of Swords is probably responsible for a lot of the heartache here that has happened. Your person has probably basically been the Ice King, because that's kind of who the King of Swords is. He is the Ice King. He's not, I guess you could say he's not the most friendly of kings. He is cold. You know, swords are usually about our thoughts, obviously. It's definitely kind of like an air sign thing. He could be an air sign. Doesn't have to be, obviously. He just could have a lot of air in his chart, too, for that matter. But the point is here with the King of Swords is he's very much so someone who is usually up in his head, usually thinking a lot. But I do feel like he's probably been pretty icy and pretty cold. I don't feel like he wants to be that way intentionally. It's probably because of his own crap going on within him. I don't think it's because of you, but I feel like he's definitely been icy and cold and not probably very responsive to you in the past, which is what has brought on a lot of this stuff here. So I feel like that's definitely been an influence in the situation. As for how he sees you, I feel like he sees you as the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I mean, we basically are missing only one queen out of the deck here, because we have the Queen of Pentacles here, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Queen of Cups. All we're missing is the Queen of Swords, but you know what? That's okay, because she's basically the Ice Queen. We don't need her out here. You guys have enough pain and enough agony, I think, going on right now. I don't think we need her out here, too. But the Queen of Cups is someone who is full of love, obviously. And, you know, the Queen of Cups is especially someone who is full of self-love, most importantly. That's what enables her to be such a good lover towards everybody else. You know, she's an amazing caretaker. You know, she likes to love up on everybody, her friends, her family, her partner, her coworkers, you know, the person who bags her groceries at the grocery store, You know, she loves up on everybody, the mailman, you name it. So she's someone who's full of love, and I feel like they definitely see you that way. And they also see you as the Queen of Wands. And as you can see, the Queen of Wands, it's like she's got wings here. She's ready to take off. Um, but the Queen of Wands is kind of like that. She's kind of bold and charismatic, and she's got like this big personality. I would say out of all the queens, she is definitely the most extroverted out of all of them. You know, she's not shy at all. She's outgoing. She's sexy. She's seductive. She's a bit of a seductress there, you know. She's very passionate. You know, she's the one who can bring the fun in the bedroom, basically. So I feel like he definitely sees you as someone who is full of love and passion. Basically, I feel like those are things that he really admires about you and he loves about you. It may even scare him a little bit because he may not know anyone who has all that love and who has all that passion inside of them. Now, I don't feel like you may feel like you're this person right now, because I feel like you guys are, you know, once again, you guys are focused on being your Queen of Pentacles, which is great, and there's nothing wrong with that. The Queen of Pentacles has a lot of great qualities herself. But I feel like your person is looking at you through these eyes right now. Also, with the Five of Wands, come on, Five of Wands. The Five of Wands can very much so be about conflict. It can be about turmoil, which makes sense because we have very conflicting energies here, right here, between, you know, the masculine and the feminine. So, you know, we have the masculine who really looks like he's ready for this new beginning, and the feminine who just is basically shut down to it and is done with it. And, you know, it kind of reflects in this card. Like, even look at this card. You know, we have the man over here, and he's kind of pulling his hat down a little bit. And we have the woman here, and, you know, she's all kind of curled up, and she's looking down. They're both looking down, and neither one of them are looking at each other. So I feel like that's kind of, if we were to grasp the entire picture here as to what's going on between the two of you, I feel like it's just like this. Like, you guys could be super close to one another, super close to have an opportunity to work things out, but neither one of you is looking at the other. And it's not that you guys don't want to, it's just, you know, I feel like there's a lot of ego going on here. On both sides, you know. For the masculine, he has the Four of Cups up here, where he needs to get past that stubbornness. And, you know, for the feminine here, you know, she's still carrying around hurt. She's still carrying around pain. And the problem is, if you want to move on from the journey, if you want to get off the journey, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's okay. You have the choice to start a brand new life and to start a brand new path anytime you want. But I don't care what the path is. It doesn't matter what it is. You should not be going into it while you're still carrying around hurt and pain, and while you're being guarded. You know, being guarded, it's not only going to block out your masculine who's trying to come back in, but it's going to block out other new opportunities from coming in, because that energy will just simply be there. It'll just simply be present. It's still going to deflect other things that you want to have come into your life, whether it's in love or romance or other things. So, you know, a lot of the times, you know, the feminine complains like, oh, the masculine, he needs to do this, he needs to do that, he's not doing what he needs to be doing. Well, if you guys are carrying around some hurt and pain here, you guys got your own stuff to clean up. So instead of worrying so much about what's happening on their side of the street, you clean up your side of the street. And even when you think your side of the street is clean, I guarantee you it's still not clean because there's always something there. You know, where I just moved, I have carpeting right now rather than wood laminate flooring where I used to live. And, you know, carpet gets so much more dirty, so much more quicker and easier than having like a wood floor or anything like that. And I mean, I pretty much let my RoboVac run all the time. And you would think running it every day or whatever, it would be like, oh, there's not going to be as much dirt, there's not going to be as much hair, crumbs, whatever. It's always loaded with stuff every single time. So just because you think it's clean doesn't mean it's clean. So always be checking on yourself. But there's definitely a lot of conflict, a lot of unresolved stuff going on here with you guys. And I feel like that also reflects here with the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords can kind of be about running away from things. So I feel like for some of you, once again, you're trying to close out this chapter in your life, but you're not really doing that. What you're really doing is pretty much running away. So I feel like that's what's happening here for some of you, is that you're running away from it. And it's weird because I feel like the masculine is not so much in the position of the runner. I feel like it's the feminine who's being more so the runner in this situation right now. Because look at this, you know, the masculine, he's got that Eight of Swords. He's ready to come and chase, basically. He wants to chase because he wants that new beginning in love. But I feel like it's the feminines that are like pushing it away just from an energetic perspective right now. And the other really funny thing too, when I was first looking at this picture, and maybe this will make someone laugh, I don't know, but when I was first looking at this card, literally the first thing that came to my mind is she kind of looks like she's saying, "Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro." And I feel like some of you are once again, holding on to so much pain here because of what happened between the two of you. You are ready to say that to him. You are like if you're not going to run away from him, instead you're going to run towards him, but it's not going to be in a "I'm chasing you" way. It's going to be more of a hostile, "I'm going to tell you off, I'm going to tell you what I think, come at me, bro" kind of way. Which isn't very healthy or good either. That's not a good perspective to come from either. Yeah. So, but there's definitely, like I said, the conflict and the Seven of Swords here, that goes together. You know, and this can also be about like a lot of deceit that could be happening too. And honestly, I don't feel like it's the masculine that's deceiving you guys. I feel like most of you guys are deceiving yourselves, because it's like you're lying to yourselves saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm walking away from this. I'm going to protect myself," that kind of thing. You know, "I'm the Queen of Pentacles. I can take care of myself." And like I said, this is fine. This is great. Take care of yourself by all means. But you can't do it coming from all this pain. It's just going to lead to more problems. And even if it's not specifically with your person, it's going to come out in other areas of your life. If you meet someone new, it's going to carry over into a new relationship. It could prevent you from finding a new relationship. And then you're just always kind of struggling to even meet someone new. It may not even happen. Even if it's not in relationship terms, you might see it start to reflect in your other connections in your life, your friendships, your family members, at work. It could come out in a lot of different ways, but I'm telling you guys, whoever is tuned into this, whoever's watching this, even if it's just meant for one person to hear, I feel like somebody here, they're trying to walk away. They're still in a lot of pain. And it's not working. You can't walk away when there's still obviously a lot of healing here that needs to be going on. So yeah, and I feel like a lot of you guys are also kind of in a place where you feel like you're running out of time. Now, I know the Four of Swords can also be about like healing. And obviously, there is healing that needs to happen here. That's definitely a signal that healing needs to happen. And I feel like a lot of you guys have been on this journey for a long time. And you guys may get mad at me for even saying, "You got to work on yourself. You got to heal on yourself." Because I feel like you guys may have been on this journey for 1, 2, 3, whatever years. Like, I feel like it's definitely longer than a matter of months. And you're probably sitting there saying, "But I've been doing that, and I've been working on myself and I've been healing and da, 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 da. And I believe you and I trust that you have been, because you know what? I have been too. I'm still a work in progress as well. We all are. We're all works in progress literally until the day we die. It's never going to stop happening. Um, so it's better to be kind to yourself and be patient with yourself and just kind of like accept that. You're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. Some days are definitely going to be more struggles than others, but the healing process needs to continue, because I'm telling you guys, you cannot move forward in this kind of painful, ugly, protected type of energy. But another reason I feel like this is an issue for some of you guys is I feel like a lot of you feel like you're running out of time. And that's another reason why you're choosing to walk away, because you're just like, I'm running out of time, so I'm moving on. Simply because, you know, this girl, she's laying down here. She looks like really out of it. Let me take a closer look at this card, actually. Yeah, she's just like, she's holding on to herself. She looks really out of it. She doesn't look happy. She looks sad. We've got like some webbing, some like cobwebs and stuff. We've got the clock. And I feel like she's been looking at this clock and feeling like she's running out of time. The cobwebs are growing. Maybe the clock has stopped, whatever it is. And I feel like some of you guys are feeling that way. Like maybe some of you, you know, want to have a family with this person, for example, or just want to have a family, period. And you're like looking at the clock and you're like, my feminine clock is ticking away. I'm getting older and older day by day. With every menstrual cycle that goes by, you know, I'm one step closer towards that being my last menstrual cycle ever. So for some of you, it could literally be about like having a family and fertility and that kind of thing. And I feel like you guys are so wrapped up in the clock and the time that's kind of become a problem. And even if it's not about having a family or anything like that, some of you just could be looking at the time like, I've wasted so much time. I've wasted X amount of years or whatever it is in this situation. Like, how many more years is this going to take? And that kind of thing. And I feel like, once again, that's something that needs to be healed here, is looking at the time. Because, you know what? Time is basically like a man-made thing. And you guys got to remember, like, if it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. Miracles happen every single day. If you're meant to have a family with that person, if you're meant to have a baby with that person, or whatever it is, it's going to happen. Even if you're like 45, it can still happen. You know, weirder things have happened. You know, women are delaying having families, and, you know, that kind of stuff is happening later and later and later and later in life every single day. Also, you know, technology and medicine and that kind of stuff is improving every single day as well to kind of help with those types of things. You know, people can take hormones and all this other kind of stuff. And not only that, but don't forget, you guys, it's not just dependent on you as the woman, but the man as well. You know, people forget about that one too. Because you know what? You could be fertile myrtle, but what if you're dealing with a guy who, like, smokes weed or something every day? Like, that's gonna make their sperm count go down. So that wouldn't technically be on you then, that would be on them. So, you know, tell them to stop smoking the weed and put on some boxers to let things breathe down there or something. So, yeah, like, don't forget about that. Like, it's not all dependent on you. You know, there's his side of that as well. So stop looking at the clock. Stop doing that. Just stop it. And let's see, we also have the Two of Swords here, but the Two of Swords popped up in reverse. So usually the Two of Swords, to me, is kind of about like being double-minded. It's about being stuck between like two different ideas, two different situations, that kind of thing, you know, being stuck between two. It's like you don't know what to do. You know, kind of like before I made this cross-country move, I was very double-minded on where I wanted to live. I was like, do I want to stay in LA or do I want to move back to Chicago? Do I want to stay or do I want to go? And I went back and forth and kind of played volleyball in my brain, basically, about where to live for the longest amount of time. And I was double-minded about it. So nothing was really happening in my life because I was double-minded. When you're double-minded, it doesn't work. Um, Eventually you have to make a decision, and you have to like put your foot down somewhere. And a lot of the times we stay double-minded out of fear because we are scared that we're going to choose wrong. But here's the thing, even if I choose wrong, it's okay, because I'm always going to wind up exactly where I need to be in the long run. I may wind up taking the longer route to get to where I need to be. It may be the scenic route if I choose wrong, but I'll still make it there. Because you know what? God, the divine spirit, he will always put us back on the right track. If we choose wrong, he'll just kind of like pick us up and put us in the right track. Once again, going back to that RoboVac that I just got, sometimes I'll be directing it with my remote control, and if I see it going into a room that maybe I don't want it to go in, all I got to do is press the button to turn it in the other direction, and there we go. It's no different with us. If we start, moving our own little RoboVac self into the wrong room, the divine, which has the remote control, can always switch us back to the other direction. So don't worry about it. It can be taken care of, as my voice is starting to go. But anyways, I feel like, but with this being in reverse, I feel like double-mindedness is coming to an end, though, which is a good thing. So anywhere there's been any indecision, I feel like it is coming to an end. I feel like final decisions are being made. And I feel like that's on both ends. Which is actually kind of scary because, the masculine here seems to be very firm in the decision to be like, oh yeah, I'm coming your way. I'm hitting you up. I want to have a brand new cup of love with you. Meanwhile, you're making the decision of go away, get away from me. Oh my gosh, everyone is such a mess. But yeah, so hopefully, I'm sure it'll all get worked out, though. I'm not worried about it. And you know what? I know it's going to get worked out, because our final card here that I have is the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is, pretty much your happily ever after. It is the fulfillment of what you're wanting. So I do feel like you guys may be taking that long route to get there right now. You guys may be taking the long route, but I do believe that your ultimate fulfillment, your dreams coming true, I do believe that will come to pass, that will manifest. But there's a lot of work there. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of work here that needs to be done. I would say overall, kind of looking at this spread, I know a lot of the times we like to point the finger at the masculine, and I think sometimes we like to point that finger because it's the easy thing to do and say they need to do this and they need to do that and they need to do the other thing. But most of this message has really been about the feminine and what the feminine needs to do. And the feminine needs to heal. The feminine needs to heal this stuff. The feminine needs to not be greedy and guarded. The feminine needs to stop looking at the clock. The feminine needs to stop being combative with "come at me, bro," and running away. So yeah, there's a lot here, unfortunately, for whoever's viewing this, that they probably need to work on. Like I said, I've noticed that there has been this shift where people are really starting to walk away from the journey, but maybe not everyone is walking away from it in the most healthiest of ways, which means you're going to wind up getting pulled back simply because you got to do it in the right way. Like, I think if you're going to walk away from it, it's got to be under good terms, and this right now is not under good terms. So yeah. And you know, like if you are really frustrated with your masculine right now, I understand. I hear you. I get you. Believe me, I get you. Like I have my own situation that frustrates the living daylights out of me a lot of the time too. But you know what? At the end of the day, you got to give this guy a break because I do feel like he's trying. I do feel like he's trying to make a breakthrough here. So, um, give him a little bit of grace. A lot of the times we're not always the best either, and we need grace and understanding. So try to give that grace to somebody else, just like you yourself would need it. So that doesn't mean become a doormat and let them walk all over you, but just, leave the door open, maybe just a crack, just to at least hear things out. Just soften yourself up. Don't have a hard heart about it. Soften your heart up about it. Be that Queen of Cups who's full of love for yourself and for others, because that is how he sees you. Anyway, a little bit more of a challenging message that came out tonight than I thought was going to, but hey, apparently it needed to be said. Finally, before I wrap this reading up, you guys, I have a little card here from Loving Words from Jesus, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. And I did ask specifically what needed to be said with this situation here in conjunction to the Jesus card. And we have, with God, all things are possible. Matthew 19:26. And this totally makes sense here, you guys, because I feel like a lot of you have lost a lot of hope and a lot of faith in your situations with your person. So this is a reminder that all things are possible with God. So, you got to remember, when this situation does finally work itself out, it's not going to be because of you. It's not going to be because of him. It's going to be because it is a God ordained thing. That's what makes miracles. Miracles happen because it's something that happens that is out of our control. That is not something that we could have done on our own, where we have to depend on a higher power, where we have to depend on something bigger than ourselves. And those types of things happen all the time, every day. And it usually happens when you least expect it, when you're not paying attention to the clock, and when you're doing your own thing. Yes, when you're doing your own thing is the Queen of Pentacles, but not like a hurt Queen of Pentacles, basically. So try to remember that. Try to remember that all things are possible. And, maybe if you've been in such a down and out place about this whole situation, if this is the only thing that you can take away from it, that all things are possible, then please remember that. Because, it doesn't matter whether it's complicated love situations like this or other things in life. Life is hard and it can be challenging, and there can be a lot more days where you want to give up than keep fighting, but I promise you guys, there is something worth fighting for all the time. So yeah, that's basically what I have for you guys. Once again, thank you so much for your patience and your support and everything, just being there through this time of this crazy move. The next video I post should be my apartment tour, which is going to be a lot of fun, with another general reading, like I said. But otherwise, before you guys click on this video here, if you could please give it a big thumbs up, that would definitely help me out a lot. And leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you, that's for sure. So yeah, like and comment, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, become a part of the Shadow and Shine family, and hit that notification bell so every time you're notified then when a brand new video pops up. And you'll also be notified when I go live, which is very helpful too. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys so incredibly much. Thank you for hanging out here with me once again, and I appreciate you all. So yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Keep sparkling, you guys.